But to these guys who have this power, who doesn't really have this consideration in their mind, the empathy and all that, right? Because if you're doing the government job, it also comes with empathy, oh, except that in the society you have today, where they have weaponized tribalism, weaponized ethnicism, religion, division, and the rest of that for political gains, it makes it worse because what they are inflicting, right, is like trying to inflict an economic injury, hoping that if they can wreck this set of people to some extent, right, economically they can become so handicapped. A kind of a theory that is so stupid. They are Nigerians in Nigeria, with this country where the main people who are holding Nigeria together to some extent, they are two. The first ones are these people who stayed in Nigeria despite having the chance of possibly leaving the country with whatever money they have. They invested there, facing all of this draconian, corrupt, compromised system running business in order to employ people and keep running the services and all of that. Those ones, they are the first one. The second set of people holding Nigeria together are the Nigerians in the diaspora. Those of us who are subsidizing friends, family, extended family, unknown people, random social media friends and all that, sending money into that system. Because the rest are criminals who are stealing the money, using your name to borrow money that they don't have intention of paying back. If Nobu told you you cleared IMF loan, Abi, only now that it came out that it took $5 billion from the World Bank, used 1.6 or so billion from it to clear the outstanding IMF, grants for COVID, and then they went to town and said that it's reduced Nigerians' debt, only for them to now realize that no debt no reduce. In fact, it has now doubled. All this abracadabra lies back and Kolu and his gang. Anyway, let's go forward a bit because for everything they are doing, they are pushing the rest of you to that reality. The damages wealth, the damages that illegitimate government, the damages that the criminals with power can do to the lives of millions of people cannot be, it's like unquantifiable. Therefore, eh, once you give power to criminals, what you have done is that you have empowered criminals enough to run the country, run the system the way they deem fit. The rest of us would either have to file in line, all right, or we just go to confrontation with them. That confrontation with them is something that we've not had what do you call it, the united sort of front. But we will get there because with all these their actions, they will push everybody, including those of you who are having this false sense of patriotism. I love Nigeria. I love my country. I am a proud Nigerian. Say, no, you're a proud idiot. Give it time. The only thing that is very much democratized in that contraption, you want to know, is this kind of shege, which is injustice is the only thing that is democratized in that place. Rich man go suffer am, poor man go suffer am. Northerners go suffer am, Southerners will suffer it. Religious people will suffer it. Non-religious people will suffer it. So that is why when you are looking for common ground, what do you have in common? And what do you have in common? We have something in common, which is this shege that we share. And that is enough motivation, or maybe not enough yet, but we will get there. It will touch everybody, turn by turn, Nigeria Limited. Sure, you get it will. The longer they hold the power, the longer, the possibility of you and I's turn coming next. Yeah. So there will be no more strike. He told you. They promised you minimum wage. Right now, Shengbang hasn't been paid. They promised you local government autonomy. These are stuff not promised. They have actually like pronounced them. And today, local government receives Shingbang directly from Tifnumbu, but he's already kind of like carved a plaque for himself, with the award that he's done all of that. So the ASUU themselves, who initially were living on this promissory note, it's becoming obvious that, they are dealing with a dealer, not a leader. That is their call. Now, today they released a statement that they are now tired of being lied to. So it is time for them to go on strike. But they will first go on 2 weeks warning strike. ASUU, to those of you who are students, university students in Nigeria, you should be bracing up because you understand what this means, right? Right. Under Boko Haram, it took them 3 years before they finally decided to go on the longest, never seen before, strike action. Okay. Tifnumbu is still promising them promissory notes that cannot buy them Gary. Now they can't have it anymore, according to their presser.
This is all ASUU is asking for. We therefore appeal for the understanding of our dear students and their parents. We equally invite other patriotic Nigerians, including workers, media practitioners like you, and civil society activists, to join ASUU in this transformational mission. Compatriots of the press, it goes without saying that there is nothing sufficient on ground, nothing, I repeat, nothing to stop the implementation of the ASUU NEC resolution to embark on a 2-week warning strike at the expiry of the 14 days notice given on the 28th of September 2025. Consequently, all branches of ASUU are hereby directed to withdraw their services with effect from midnight, Monday 13th October 2025. The warning strike shall be total, comprehensive. This is
So from midnight, what time is it? In the next 2.5 hours, they will down tools and there will be a 2-week warning strike until Tifnumbu pays them. So where is all this money? Nigeria is making so much money now. Local governments are getting more. All the GBT, Bajue. It's actually how far you can peddle the lies, pad the figure, infiltrate cooked up data, and tell yourself, here you get data, you are doing fine. The World Bank said that Nigeria risks over 140 million Nigerians living in never seen before extreme poverty. Tifnumbu and his gang said they rejected that because the economy is growing. There's more money now, and they are borrowing this to pay that, borrowing from Lapo to pay OP, then borrowing from OP to clear part of Lapo, then again borrow from Money Point to go and pay OP, and like that, back and forth. And they are telling themselves that they are doing fine, while the debt of the country continues to pile up and pile up. They are the, what do you call it? They are the teacher, they are the student, they are the marker. They are the everything, like they say, the accuser, the prosecutor, and the jury, and the judge. So they award themselves. It's just like you. At the end of the term, you can give yourself distinctions and say, well, you scored A's in every subject. You get what I mean? That level, that if you had that grade of just A's, well, it is time now to say, okay, because you are so brilliant, you're going to be a doctor, right? And it's the time for you to perform your first surgery. And you now said that I'm not really a doctor. I forged my destiny, right? But it's too late. You already killed a patient. That's what Tifnumbu and his gang are doing. They are using the life of millions of people to gamble, so to say. They know that the only loser in this game will be the people. himself and his guys are busy monetizing everything, and it's about what can they get, what can they grab, what can they, left, right, and center, while the people have become so deluded, deluded in what they call their own renewed shege. They call it renewed hope. I call it renewed shege. Let's go back to that FESTAC. A lady there made a video that in all of that demolition, while they were busy trying to figure out how to get, to salvage whatever is left of from their properties, right? They took her husband. Let's go back to that FESTAC. They will go ahead from there. We are going to go to, I'll tell you.
Please come to this side. Please. My name is One Wave. I stay in 6th Avenue, 65 Road, FESTAC Town, Lagos. I was in my house this morning. Police people come, they demolished the house close to mine. They left. In the evening, they came back again. So I was surprised. What happened? Wow. We came outside. When we came outside, the next thing, the police people just came to my gate, started banging my gate. This is my house here. They started banging my gate. That somebody from here threw stone to them. I don't know how someone from here can throw stone. Stone cannot pass because they were doing demolition. Surely, the stone would have just gone through the demolition they're doing here. My husband was not around. He just came back. Now. My husband said, what happened? Because they were banging on my gate. They said someone from my side throw stone. My husband said, throw stone. He never talked one. He never talked two. They give a slap of face. Dragged him out of here like a thief. They dragged him from here like a thief. They carried 5 of my staff from here and put them in their vehicle. I stay here in 6th Avenue, 65 Road, FESTAC. They carried their phones. They carried everybody from here, like 5 people from here. I have over 40 people that stay here. This place here is my house. Look at it. This is the extension we did down to this place. There is no way stone. There is not even stone in my compound. For them to say stone, look at, there are so many stones here. They were doing this demolition. Surely stones as the line go hit them, the one way that they do demolition from here. Look at this. Look at how we take cover this place. How stone won't take past here. They carried my phone, my iPhone. They carried my iPhone. They carried my staff phone. They carried 5 of my staff from here. And they carried my husband. See the way they were beating my husband. They slap and they say he be thief. They slap my husband and say he be thief.
For the same country, all of us.
Please come to this side.
I'm highly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people approving. People should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers. Hunger kills more than coronavirus because some people are less privileged. Due to foreseen circumstances that I said it, some people are less privileged, which they are based on daily pay, which are not even based on salaries. But our government thinks that the knockdown is the best solution to coronavirus, and proving it to an extent and to the levels of alacrity that if someone die in coronavirus, it's more efficient to die in hunger, because some people will be at indoor. There's no a way to make our own life.
Thank you, Jerry Prof. You said it all. The government prefer you to die of coronavirus. And see, coronavirus in this sense is metaphorical. Doesn't have to be the coronavirus, go. But the colodie is that of the criminals who are dishing out injurious policies, making injurious decisions that affect not 1, not 2, not 3, but I'm talking about millions of lives. And they probably don't even see it that way, but they don't even know. But that would be wrong as well, because we all know that all these things are not by accident. They are not happenstances. They are intentional. Do you get me now? Everything they are doing is intentional. And that is why you have to be intentional too when you are dealing with them. Being intentional means you should not, by any means, right, when you get to that your own redemption stage, you should never find yourself among those who are still having empathy or sympathy for these guys enough to be like, you should give them benefit of the doubt. It means you're not ready. Because everything they are doing is intentional. They sit in the middle of the night in some hideous places. They plot, they plan, they scheme, and then they set in motion wherever they are about to unleash on you. And they don't blink, they don't look back. Even if they have the data that tells them how many people are going to be affected negatively, they still go ahead by telling you that whatever you are feeling, whatever you are facing, you are sacrificing. Don't worry, it's going to pay off at some point. Give it time, okay? And then somehow, psychologically, you are powerless or you have been made powerless anyway. So you feel like, well, what are we going to do? It's nothing we can do anyway. We just pray to God to touch them. So it's not going to be just one day you are just going to wake up like that. No, it's going to be over time. And when that time comes, you're going to know. And that time, it will be the time when you know that, man, this has to end now. And all it's going to take is just for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting 10,000, 100,000, 10 million, to 20 million to feel the same way. Boom. Just need 10% of them. You will be surprised how the entire thing will turn around and you'll be like, what? So these guys could do all these things before? So why did they have to make people suffer for decades? So, well, it's because people are comfortable. They are not uncomfortable enough to reject that they are forced on you. Because all these things you are witnessing, right? All this bad government, terrorists lording it over you, your criminal politicians having the best time of their lives because they know you are not united enough to come after them and all that. So, Baba, the moment they see that the fire is about to burn, genuinely, with that number, with that kind of mindset, you then be surprised and say, wow. And at that point is the time you are not supposed to slow down because that time is going to come. And it's going to come very soon. It's not the time you're going to slow down and say, they want to negotiate. They said, let us negotiate. No, you don't negotiate with terrorists. The number one terrorist in Nigeria are your politicians. They are behind every wrong thing happening in that place because they have all the resources, all it takes, except the morality or the credibility. They have all the resources to make Nigeria not what it is now. But gradually and gradually, their greed eventually overtake their need and your need. So you have to feed their greed with your own need. You get what I mean now? I know sometimes I talk like that, like trying to be inspirational. Meanwhile, I don't have any inspiration to give to you. I don't have any motivation to give to you. What is going on in that contraption every day to other people? The ones you can manage, by the way, fine. You probably won't, they are insignificant, right? But to others that you get to see their stories and all of that on it's for you to have a connection to it. And possibly by any means, you, after having connection to these people in a way, you will be able to be inspired. So you have to inspire yourselves by yourselves. My own talks are just to possibly keep you there thinking, like, even if whatever I'm saying there is not really adding up, just saying. But you know why I said all of that? Because the thing there is this, the thing is that a lot of us sees all these vices. Sometimes we expressed the way we loathe them. Like, there is, say all these things. There is also a part of us that still very much have this soft touch for them. And that is why sometimes you find yourself saying, this one is better than this one. You say, but this one is a thief too now. Yeah, I know, but when he was there, he was able to, you still have that soft spot. So when Nigerians are saying, if a revolution starts tomorrow, make una live with a wicked for me, that one's got like about 10 million people they look for him, right? And then others will be like, oh, if you have, if a revolution start now, make una leave this one for me. Oh. Anybody no touch that one, I mean go get that one or this or that. Then in that same breath, you get to see others that will say, no, see me, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as all this one. You want to, like that soft spot. You have to kill it. Because that time is going to come. The number one terrorist terrorizing the lives